Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, along with my husband.
Hello, I'm
Alan Evans. And I
That's
think,
me.
Yeah, that's you. I think before we get started, we must send prayers and thoughts to what's happening in Parkland, Florida. While we're recording the podcast,
Heartbreaking.
We've had the news on in the background, and it's just, I sat on the bed today when the news was just breaking about the school shooting at Parkland in Parkland, Florida, and I just started, like, these noises were coming out of my body. It wasn't really crying. It was I don't know what it was, but I was just so upset because as a parent, I just can't imagine wondering if your child was trapped in that school. And then the videos coming out of the kids in the classroom with the gunshots going off. I'm telling you, something needs to be done. It's just
horrible.
It's just awful. So we just want to at least acknowledge that, you know, we can't pretend this stuff isn't going on. And
yeah, we've got the TV on here in the mini man room, and we'll try not to stay too distracted. But we got one eye over there, and we're thinking about everybody down there in Florida. But like awful. You say, babe, seeing those children run out of that school, it's awful.
It's awful. So.
But
we do have a podcast to do.
We do have a podcast
and
to do.
We want to talk about some happy things that have happened these past few days. We celebrated a beautiful Valentine's Day together, our first Valentine's as a married couple. So that was fun.
Oh, yeah. It was the first Valentine's as a married couple.
Yeah.
That's right. And, you know, Kelly, that just reminded me, babe, she went to go see one of our friends from Bible study tonight.
Yes.
Miss Ann.
We talked about her last week.
Yeah.
It was her wedding anniversary and the first one since her husband had passed away, and they'd been married over 60 years. And it was a tough day.
And
so
Kelly was saying she was really sad, and
we took her to lunch for her anniversary, and then today I took her a little Valentine.
Yeah.
And again, it's the first Valentine without her husband.
But can you imagine? I was telling Kelly this over dinner. I said, you know, we've only been together
a couple years,
3 Valentines, and think about how much fun we've had in that short amount of time. She was married to her husband over 60 years. So can you imagine all the Valentines they spent together and all the fun they had? And then, you know, you just don't, that person's not there anymore. I can't even imagine.
Right. She counseled me. She said, you go home and she was just crying. It was so sweet. Aww. And she said, you go home and you tell your husband how much you love him and how much you appreciate him. She said, I would give anything if I could go back and tell my husband how much I love and appreciate him. I said, well, you know, because of our faith, we know you're going to be telling him for eternity how much you love him.
That's right. And
so it's just heartbreaking to see love like that. But it's bittersweet because they had such a beautiful long life together. And now, honestly, she's waiting to join him. She was just crying today.
Oh, man.
It's just heartbreaking. But I do love you and I appreciate you.
Thank you, baby.
Not just because Miss Ann told me to tell you that. I do. You're so sweet.
Well,
You're so
thank
good.
you. I love you too. And
it's just kind of it's just a heavy day. It's a happy day and it's a heavy day.
That's right.
For more than one reason. So.
And you mentioned today we're recording. Today is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah. So, first thing I'd like to do is, you know, we went to dinner tonight and we went to the hashtag not an ad. We went to this place called Saltgrass here in Dallas Fort Worth. And I don't know if that's a chain that's nationwide or it's a regional chain, but Kelly mentioned that Emma Kelly wanted to go to Saltgrass tonight on the radio.
Yeah. A little backstory on that. We went to dinner Monday night because we had a coupon and it was about to expire, because going out on a Monday night is not really what we normally do. But we went to this restaurant and it was already dressed up decorated for Fat Tuesday. And, you know, I saw, you know, making conversation with my daughter to keep her face out of her phone. I said, you know what Fat Tuesday is a day of gluttony. You eat and drink and do whatever you want because the next day is Ash Wednesday and that's the beginning of Lent. And you're supposed to give up something until Easter that causes you some pain. It's a sacrifice. I wasn't raised Catholic, but from what I understand.
If you're Catholic, yeah.
If you're Catholic, it's a sacrifice you make honoring the sacrifice that Jesus made for us on the cross. Is that basically right? Okay.
That's basically right.
My daughter said, like, I want to give up something for Lent. Being Baptist, we don't do that, but she said she wanted to, and she said, I want to give up meat. And as a mother who wants my 11-year-old daughter to get proper nutrition, I panicked a little. I said, well, you mean all meat? She's like, everything. And so I talked her into eating seafood. So she's going to give up red meat and hot dogs and all that stuff, but eat seafood. So then this is all on Monday. So on Tuesday, I say to my daughter, you know, we've got you for Valentine's night. Where do you want to go to dinner? Saltgrass Steakhouse. I said, what about that giving up meat? She said, can I start on Thursday? So she's delaying Lent by one day.
Yeah. She's putting it off by one day.
Yeah. So we were at Saltgrass tonight, and it was wonderful. They were so nice to us, and they heard me on the radio saying we couldn't get a reservation. I just brought it up as an aside. We were going to have to go at 5:00. And baby, what?
Nothing. Keep going.
Is your back hurting?
No. Keep going. You're doing good.
So they made us a reservation instead. They heard me mention it and made a reservation. Is my story going too long?
No, just keep going if you want.
That's the whole story.
Tim on the radio. Tim, who's a regional director with Saltgrass. Yeah, heard Kelly on the radio, and you finished my story for me.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you were just going to dive into the story without giving the backstory about why we were going there.
Yeah. So they did a good job tonight. They really took care of us, and it was really good. But
sorry, I told your story.
No, that's okay, babe.
I didn't think you were going to tell the story about Lent.
It happens. We tell each other stories. But Emma Kelly said she didn't want meat, and then she orders a chicken fried steak off the adult menu.
That's because she's starting Lent tomorrow.
And this thing was the size of a plate. It was huge. So I have chicken fried steak.
Yes, you do, because you're not giving up meat for Lent.
I'm not giving. Well, I'm now Baptist, right? I was Catholic, but I'm now Baptist, so I really don't have to give up anything.
You don't have to give up anything you don't want to.
But I've chosen to give up diet A&W,
which is an addiction of yours.
Yes, it's a bad addiction. I drink a lot of those each day. So, but yeah, thank you, Saltgrass. # not an ad.
Yeah, no, that was just nice of them to help us out, get us a table.
Yeah. But I can't even remember going back. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. When did we give blood? What day was that?
Saturday morning.
Yeah, because we gave blood, and we'll get into that here in just a second. We gave blood, and then we went out that night
to celebrate our anniversary.
Celebrate our anniversary of our engagement. Right. And we were both about to pass out. We were so tired.
We'd never given blood before, so it was a new experience. I was panicked about it. It was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I will give again based upon the wonderful messages we received, because giving blood, you save a life, and you just kind of like, oh, yeah. Then I got so many wonderful messages on my Instagram that we're going to read a couple just to let you know how much of an impact giving blood really does have. But I had a moment where I got a little lightheaded when I was giving blood. So all they did was lay me down and told me to bend my knees and sway them back and forth, and that helped me a lot. Mm-hmm. You had no problems, right?
No one's had no problems, but give everybody the backstory on what this even was. Why were we giving blood?
My daddy wanted to do a blood drive at our church, and he's been a lifelong blood donor as long as I can remember. I just remember being a kid, and my daddy always gave blood. I think he must have one of those types that they really need, like this universal blood types. Mm-hmm. So he gives a lot, and I have never given because I'm scared. And that's embarrassing now, and I'm ashamed to admit it, because now that I've done it, it's not that bad. So that's why we went, because it was sort of like he was spearheading the movement. His goal was to have 70 units. We had 71, so he was really pleased with that.
We had a lot of walk-ups. There weren't that many signed up, but we had a lot of walk-ups.
Yeah. So it was great. It was a great day, but it did leave us kind of, you're not supposed to drink any alcohol for 24 hours or do any strenuous activity. So we were a little mellow the rest of the day, I would say.
It was really easy. I was kind of nervous about it, but the Red Cross, I have my Red Cross shirt on. I know.
Do.
Yeah, you can't see it on the podcast, but if you're on the Facebook Live, you can see it.
Live your best life.
It says, live your best life. And I was a little nervous about this whole thing, but getting your finger pricked was actually worse to me than having them put the needle in my arm.
Yeah. Because they have to just test you for something.
Iron is the finger prick.
Yes, that's it.
And then it was really pretty easy. You just squeeze this ball a little bit, and your vein pops up, and they mark it, and they hand you off to somebody else, and then she's the one that sticks the needle in your arm.
And a lot of
it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, a lot of people think you can't give blood like if you had a tattoo recently. And
a lot of people were asking me about that.
A lot of those rules have been updated a lot, because Alan had it in a state license parlor or something. You were able to give.
Well, she asked, you go through this real extensive questionnaire, right?
Yeah, that takes longer than giving blood.
Yeah, really. And some of the questions are
very personal.
Very personal questions, but, I didn't have a problem answering them. But
we're answering sex questions in the church lobby.
Mm-hmm. And there were a couple of questions I had to answer yes to. One was, have you been out of the country in the last year? And I was like, well, yeah, I've been to Mexico. Okay, no problem. Have you ever been stationed on a military base overseas? I was like, well, I think I've traveled to one, in my lifetime, but not in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And then another one was, have you had a tattoo in the last year? And I was like, well, yeah, I had one like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And I showed it to her, and she kind of started asking me some other questions. She said, did you have it done in Texas? And I said, yeah. She said, is your tattoo artist, does he practice at a studio or an establishment that's regulated by the state? And I said, well, yeah, he's told me that before. And she goes, oh, okay, well, it's not going to be a problem.
It's not like these home kits and stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't really realize the impact of the blood donations until I checked the Instagram messages later that day. And you said you had a few that you printed up for us to read?
Yeah, I tell you what, I didn't realize when we were giving blood how big a deal it is for a lot of people that are receivers of the donated blood. Mm-hmm. I had really no idea until you posted a picture of you and I giving the blood. And we're not reading these to do the, hey, pat on the back thing.
No, it's to encourage other people.
It's to encourage others. And I've read some of these and I'm like, holy moly, this is crazy. This is really, really inspirational stuff. Like we had one lady here on Instagram message Kelly, says, thank you. Our daughter is alive and expecting her first child, all because of a blood donor that saved her life at 3 days old.
Yeah.
God bless you for doing this. I mean, there's a bunch of them here, babe. I don't know if you want to read some of these, but there's
I thought this one was interesting.
Dozens of them.
Because, we each gave a pint of blood. That's it. And I've had people, when I think about it, it kind of grosses me out. They're like, I've given 3 gallons. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear that because it's still kind of oogie. But
a pint's like what, like 2 cups?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's about 2 cups.
But it didn't hurt. It's okay. But this one woman wrote and said, thank you. I was the recipient of IVIG therapy last year. I don't even know what that is. But she was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. It takes 130 donations to create 1 dose. Mm-hmm. She had 3. So she had to have 390 people donate blood for her to have her treatment. That's crazy. But she said everyone plays a part in serving others by donating blood. Another, I needed an emergency life-saving blood donation at 31. It's because of donors like you that I'm alive today. It's just we got message after message. Do you have any more you want to read?
Yeah, there's one here. As a recipient of 7 pints of blood after a fatal, but fortunately they saved me experience, I thank you. So it sounds like she might have
died and came
back.
Died on the table. Without
donors like you, I would have died that day, leaving behind 2 sons and a 5-year-old daughter. I never take that type of generosity for granted. Here's one more. Thank you for your donation. 18 months ago, I had an emergency C-section that caused a class 4 hemorrhage. Without a transfusion, I would not be here for my kids today. You were truly saving a life. It's just...
message after message. So if you've thought about it, or if it's been a long time since you've donated, I mean, just these messages encourage me to want to give again. But I think we have to wait about 3 or 4 months between donations.
And I tell you, I am the biggest chicken, even though I have tattoos. I'm the biggest needle chicken. Yeah. I really am. You know what I mean, babe? I'm like, yeah, kind of sweet. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. The finger prick is a bigger deal than the needle. You just sit there. They're real nice. You just basically sit there and the blood comes out.
I mean, honestly, the worst part is you feel really lethargic
and then you
the rest of the day.
You feel tired the rest of the day.
So, I mean, we went out to celebrate our engagement anniversary and we were kind of... I wanted to be, shooting fireworks and, this is, and giddy and stuff, but we were just kind of chill.
Yeah.
Didn't really, do you want to order a cocktail? Well, we really can't. I don't really feel like it because you're kind of, that's the only part is you're just tired the rest of the day. So keep that in mind. But being tired one day is nothing compared to hearing stories from people whose lives can be saved from your blood donations. And the cool thing we found out is because they track your blood, you can actually find out where your blood went.
Yeah.
Remember, we're supposed to get an app or something.
There's an app, a Red Cross app.
So you can track where your blood donation goes, which I think is fabulous and makes you even want to donate more.
Yeah, I think they took our emails when we were there, and I think you log in on the app using your email, and I think you create an account or something, and somehow it matches up you with your blood. I don't know how it does that, but...
Yeah. So hopefully someone's encouraged to donate, and thank you, and let us know if you do.
Yeah. So, that day we were really tired, but before we get into the rest of what we did that day, babe... You were talking on the radio today about a meal you made for us last night.
The disaster?
And, yeah, it wasn't quite as bad as you made it out to be on the radio.
Was it as bad as you made it out to be when you were eating it?
Well, Kelly made stir fry, but to make a long story short, she used about 3/4 a bottle of soy sauce as stir fry sauce.
I didn't know that there was such a thing as stir fry sauce. I thought you just put soy sauce on a stir fry. I didn't know.
So I was telling Kelly, I mean, that's pretty much like liquid salt, right? So it was pretty salty.
I was a little bloated today.
Yeah, but hey, if someone's going to try something new for you and make you dinner, hey, at least choke it down.
I tried, honey.
Yeah, she tried. She did her best.
I won't do that again.
I'll
get a recipe.
I choked it down and drank about 3 bottled waters after, but it was okay. But you don't have to do that if you use Blue Apron.
Well, Blue Apron is a wonderful service, and we do use it. And the thing about Blue Apron, I don't use it 7 nights a week. So there are nights that I do cook, but you can use Blue Apron, and they have wonderful meal plans. It's the #1 meal delivery service in the country, by the way, for very good reason, because they give just the best produce and the meat.
It's really fresh.
The meat has no added hormones. We love that especially. That's the thing we love the most. But I also love that they give the exact ingredients you need, the exact proportions. If you need like a tablespoon of red wine, they send you these little tiny
They give you a
red wine
tablespoon of
bottles.
red wine,
It's the cutest stuff ever.
Yep.
Everything's fresh, and they have meal plans for just 2 people. Or if you have a family plan, they have those. They also have a wine plan where you can pair 6 bottles of wine from renowned winemakers delivered monthly. So all sorts of plans with Blue Apron. And I love that you feel like a chef in your own home. And I really love this delivered to your doorstep so you don't have to go to the grocery store. So much to love about Blue Apron. And right now, they are treating a sandwich and some loving listeners to $30
off, babe.
Yes, $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/sandwich. And you can check out this week's menu. I mean, some of the items for the month of February have been, soy glazed Korean rice cakes with broccoli and soft-boiled eggs. Do you think you can cook that? You can with Blue Apron.
You can with Blue Apron.
Or creamy fusilli bucati pasta with fried rosemary and walnuts. What?
How about this stir fry? Spicy chicken and stir-fried vegetables with jasmine rice.
Yeah, I should have done their stir fry instead.
Sounds good,
so don't forget, go to blueapron.com/sandwich because Blue Apron is a better way to cook.
Absolutely it is. And maybe we should have done a Blue Apron last night.
I know. I will follow their recipes from now on.
So after we gave blood, I had this big thing planned, this big Valentine's surprise plan for Kelly at Reunion Tower, because that was February 10th would have been about the 1-year anniversary of our engagement when I proposed.
We were engaged on Saturday, February 11th.
Right.
Saturday fell on February 10th this year. So that's when we celebrated.
Right. So we rolled down to Reunion Tower for 2 reasons, really. 1, celebrate the engagement. What was the other reason?
2, to celebrate Valentine's as well. But 3, if you want to be like that, the unveiling of our new podcast logo, which we're finally excited to have and so happy with it. It turned out beautifully.
Yeah, it really did. We've been talking about it for a while on the podcast, guys, and I know a lot of you even sent us ideas, and we got a lot of really wonderful ideas. But in the end, it turned out that Boss Man George had a kind of a company, an agency that he referred us to, and he said we could use. And the wonderful people at the Infinite Agency helped us with this. So yeah, we launched it at Reunion Tower, and the Reunion Tower people were awesome as usual, but they let us display the logo on all the screens up there on the observation deck.
Very generous. I know people up there that didn't know what was going on was like, what happened to the map? I was looking at the map.
Yeah, right.
It was really cool though.
Right. But we launched it up there, got some great pictures, and we posted a video on our new YouTube channel. So we'll talk about that in a little while. But I just wanted to say thank you to Kathy Atkinson, Michelle Taylor, Katie Chaumont, Dusty, and Ian, all at Reunion Tower or 560, the restaurant up there at Reunion.
Yeah.
They were all really so nice and generous to us and helped us launch our logo. So we were really, really thrilled with how it turned out, right,
It was
babe?
fun. It was a beautiful night, and thank you to Reunion Tower. But we had an interesting thing happen on the way up to Reunion Tower.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because the tower, when you look at the night sky in Dallas, you see that big ball in the sky. That's where we were having dinner, inside that big ball. But attached to that big tower is a hotel.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a Hyatt.
at those
I
big
think it's a
hotels,
Hyatt, yeah.
they have conventions.
Yes.
From time to time. We have the Mary Kay convention come to town. Everything's pink. We have, business and whatever. When we walked out of the car, there were these two people dressed like raccoons or like a teddy bear or something. And I was thinking, wow, this is sort of like in Times Square where the people dress up in costume and try to get people to take pictures with them for money. Only those people in Times Square, they come up to you and they harass you and try to get you to take their pictures. These people weren't bothering us. They were just standing there in costume. So I was like, well, that's different and new. The non-confrontational, picture taker, whatever.
Yeah.
But then we walk inside and there are hundreds of them. And I looked at Alan and I said, babe, do you know where we are? He's like, what is going on?
I didn't know what was going on.
I said, this is a furry convention.
Furry convention.
He was like, what's a furry convention? I said, there's a lot of perverted people that like to dress up like furry things and like do stuff with each other.
Wait a minute.
That's what I said because I have been
Wait a minute.
I have been schooled on this. I got schooled on furries because that's what I was told.
Who told you this?
I was told that this was hookups. This is like Tinder, but for people who like to wear costumes. And these costumes must have cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. These things were elaborate.
Imagine walking into a big ballroom and seeing, well, I don't know, babe, what 250, 300 characters just walking around. And they were like taller than we were.
But not all of them were all completely dressed up.
No,
Some of them were people that just had tails hanging out.
Had
tails hanging out their jeans or ears on their head.
But you couldn't tell.
And I was more afraid of them, I think, than I was, was of the full costumes.
But you couldn't.
Not that I was afraid. I was just kind of like, I'm scared. I'm in a place I'm not supposed to be,
It's that feeling you get whenever you see like a big, like, I don't know, the Easter Bunny, and you don't know where to look. Like, do you look into the Easter Bunny's eyes, or do you look into the little screen where the eyes are the person is, right? Or what do you look at?
But some of these costumes are so elaborate, you couldn't even see that stuff. But some of them were real sexy. Like we were going down an escalator and coming up the escalator was this. I don't know if she was a raccoon. I don't know, a rabbit. She had boobs.
It was a fox.
A fox. She was a foxy fox. She had boobs with like a boosty. It was weird.
Yeah.
But the rest of her was fox, except she had human boobs in a bustier.
Right.
I'm like, what is going on? I saw one guy with a tail walk up to another furry, and they just started like humping each other.
Well, you know what?
Like, okay, I need to get out of here now.
Well, you know what they were doing?
What were they doing?
They were yiffing.
Okay, see, when I went on...
You know what yiffing is?
No, but you're going to tell me, because this is what happened. I said, I think it's a bunch of pervy things. Somebody snapped at me and said, you need to do your research, because it is not a bunch of pervy people. And I was like, I ain't got time to Google that.
So we did our research.
Well, Alan did the research, and he's going to fill me in, because I'm going to hear it for the first time just like you are.
Yeah.
School me, baby.
Well, no, I did a little bit of internet research.
That's more than I did.
On furries. And furries, they have conventions just like people have Star Wars conventions.
Yeah, this is called the Furry Fiesta.
This was the Texas Furry Fiesta.
Okay, so what was that hump? When they walked up to each other?
They were yiffing.
What is yiffing?
Yiffing is a can't even say it.
We're all adults here, I hope.
Yiffing is a sexual activity with
Quit
other
talking like that.
with other furries.
See? I told you.
And you know why it's called yiffing? Because that's the sound that foxes make when they have sexual activity. Yiff, yiff, yiff. Yiff, yiff, yiff. Yiff, 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 yiff.
Serious?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You Googled that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah.
What else?
So okay. So there's this.
Yiffing?
So the mainstream people like us
watches foxes do it.
No, listen. The mainstream people like us have no idea what furry conventions are all about. So we assume that this is just some sexual fetish.
That's what I assumed, because that's what I was told.
Not true, babe. Not true.
You think so far you're not supporting the other theories.
Only 26% of people who go to a furry convention report that they actually own a fur suit. 30% report wearing one. Tails are the most commonly worn furry suit component.
Well, yeah, because it's the cheapest thing. You just attach one to your jeans and go.
Yeah.
But why?
Why what?
Why?
Okay.
What else did you learn
Well,
about
here's
it?
what else I learned. Swinger parties and fetishes are at furry conventions, but that's not what all the fandom's about, babe.
That's part of it.
The focus on sex in fur suits is
Why are
particularly
you being so loud?
Am I yelling?
You're yelling.
Because I'm so excited about this furry talk. The focus on sex in fur suits is particularly wrong-headed. A small minority of furries own full suits. Nearly all
We saw a lot.
Now, all those fur suiters that we saw, they made it explicitly clear that sex in a fur suit is completely undesirable.
Well, it'd be like
Here's why.
hot.
Here's what.
Stinky.
Here's why. It's not arousing. It's hot. You could damage your suit.
Yeah.
And it's not something that they're particularly interested in doing.
Okay, so the people in the full costumes aren't about that.
Yeah. Now here's something I found very interesting about furries. A survey at the Furry Fiesta in 2013 found that 96% of male respondents and 78% of female respondents view furry pornography. Now,
there's furry porn?
There's furry porn,
But
apparently.
I thought you just said they can't do it in their costumes.
No, well, you don't have to do anything in your costume if you're just watching furries on porn, I guess. I don't know.
Well, do they just leave the heads on or something?
Unbelievable. Check this out, babe.
They have to just leave their heads on, right?
Check this out. The same survey, men reported looking at furry porn 41 and a half times per month, while women looked at furry porn 10 times per month.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
What okay, so if you're not going for hooking up, what are you going for? Do you have that statistic?
Yes, that is a great question, babe.
So you're saying it's
right. Okay.
A minority are doing that?
Right. So if you're not into the sex, then what do furry fans actually do?
Yes, that's what I want to know.
Well, they go to...
That's what the woman wanted to school me on.
Right. Okay. Conventions. About half of furries attend on an annual or semi-annual basis.
You got to have an excuse to wear the suit.
Right. They create an in-life real space for furries, many of whom have met online. They just hang out. It provides a way for them to talk to artists who are popular within the fandom. It's what people at Comic-Con do. Same thing. It's like a sci-fi fandom. You know,
there
people
are famous furries?
Yes. You know, people go, like, if you're a big Star Wars fan, there are people like me who just kind of like enjoy the movies and don't ever go to a convention. But there are some people who are so into Star Wars,
they'll dress up.
They'll dress up. They want to go meet J.J. Abrams. Same thing here. You know, a lot of people.
But who are the
dig
most
furries.
famous furries? Do you know?
That information I don't have in front of me, babe.
Oh, you need to do more research.
That information I do not have in front of me. But here is a. We're kind of, you know, joking around a little bit, but this is true here. What kind of people are furries?
That's good to know. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've never met a person that claims to be one.
Okay. Well,
maybe I've met one, but they haven't told me.
Now, this is just based on research. I'm just going by the statistics here. In this survey, it says that surveys suggest that furries are overwhelmingly male and white, are disproportionately likely to be gay, bi, or trans, and skew younger, with an average age in the mid-20s. Okay.
These are the facts.
These are the facts as reported by this survey. The 2012 survey estimates that 79 to 85% of furries at conventions were male, as were... what is happening right now?
Alan and I are both being called.
What is going on?
Hit decline.
Okay, folks, we're having a little
Sorry,
bit of we're having a
issues.
technical problem. Somebody in Tulsa, Oklahoma really wants to get a hold of us right now. Right now.
It's probably a spammer.
Good
Or maybe
grief.
it was someone calling to defend the furries.
You know, it could be. Hey, I'm just going by. Okay, here you go, though, babe. A majority were atheist, 44%.
Why are they atheists?
Or agnostic, 9%. 23% identify as Christian, about 4% as pagan, about 2% as Wiccan.
Oh my!
And about 13%, they just like, I don't know. I'm out. I'm other. I'm other.
So the majority are atheists?
Yeah. Convention attendees on average were about 24 to 27, so a little bit younger. Not many furries have children. Only 3.8% of furries have one or more children. And what else is interesting here, babe? Okay, so do furries think they're animals?
Do they?
This is very complicated. About 1 in 3 furries report not feeling 100% human.
So like they literally have a spirit animal. They feel like they're really connected.
A small fraction, 8 to 14%, report meaning this in a physical sense, with many more stating they do not feel fully human mentally or spiritually. Check this out. Check this out. Almost half report a desire to be 0% human if they could be.
Well, I mean, who hasn't had the thought, you look at a cat or a dog laying around all day and like, man, that must be cool. I've had that thought, but I haven't really literally thought I want to be 0% human.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
it was fascinating.
It was fascinating.
Learned,
and we're not judging anybody.
We're a little judgy.
No,
we're a little judgy. Let's just be honest. We people say they don't judge. You look at somebody, you think that's weird. That's judging.
Well,
right?
You're judging.
Okay, I'm being
judging.
a little judgy.
I'm not judging. I like to dress up too.
You know what? Some people don't understand some of the stuff I do, and they judge me. That's cool. I'm judged.
You got that right.
So we all judge. We all say we don't judge. We all judge.
I don't judge.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not judging. I dress up.
You're not judging the furries, but you judge other things.
I dress up as Negan. I dress up as Slash.
Yes, and
I dress up
also
as
have
Batman.
issues with that.
I dress up as, what's the other one I do? Slash, Negan, Batman, and what is there one more I do?
The raccoon with breasts.
No.
It's a different convention.
If you were a furry, what would you be?
If I was a furry, I would probably be a red fox.
Oh.
Right? Because foxes are red normally, right?
I sent you a fox animated emoji today.
Yes, you did. And I played it on the radio.
You know, I caught a little bit of that.
Because it was sweet. He has the iPhone 10 where you can do those face of the animal emojis, and he sings to me. That's sweet.
Sharing our deepest, darkest.
I didn't think you'd mind.
Secrets.
That's sweet.
Speaking of
well, I'm worn out from furry talk.
Yeah, furries. That's a lot. It's a pretty fascinating subject. If you dig around online, you'll learn some interesting stuff. But you know what, babe? Deep dark secret about me right now. I'm wearing MeUndies.
That's not a deep dark secret.
Why is that not a deep dark secret?
I'm hoping you're wearing underwear.
What do you think about them MeUndies?
But the fact that you're wearing MeUndies is a wonderful thing, because we have started wearing MeUndies and we are loving them, because these are just quality, good underwear. They're like second skin. It's almost like you're not wearing underwear, but you are.
I have 100% cotton underwear.
But these are 3 times softer.
3 times softer. I mean, how soft cotton is? How do they do that?
I don't know how. But the thing about putting on good underwear, it does make you, nobody's seen it but you and maybe your honey, but it does make you feel different when you wear good quality underwear, and also fun underwear.
It makes you feel like you don't have any on.
Well, when you're wearing good ones, it does feel good though. But MeUndies, like for women, they come in whatever preference you like: bikini, boy short, thong, something for everyone. The men have fun colors and patterns too. You can get matching undies if you're that kind of couple and you want to match undies with your hubby or your wife. You can do that too with MeUndies.
Yeah, and they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, babe.
I love that. They guarantee you love it or your money back. And right now, MeUndies has an exclusive offer for our listeners of the podcast. You can get 20% off your first order and free shipping, plus the 100% money back guarantee. What are you waiting for? So to get your 20% off, free shipping, and the 100% satisfaction guarantee, and also get the best and softest underwear you will ever own, go to MeUndies.com/sandwich. It's like you're a pirate. MeUndies. MeUndies.com/ right? Sandwich.
Yeah, babe. I'm with you. I love my MeUndies. Yeah, it's limited time. So what are you waiting for?
Start wearing the best underwear of your life. It's changed our lives. It's time to let MeUndies change yours. So go to MeUndies.com/sandwich right now.
That's right.
MeUndies.com/sandwich.com.
I really like mine.
I do too. They're so soft.
I wish they'd send me some more.
The only problem is when we did get them, because we were so close to the same size.
Whoa. No, hold on.
I have
Back
to
up.
look. I have to look. My underwear are actually a little larger than yours because of you told me it's because my hips are bigger. So I have to make sure. Because our underwear, we got like matching colors.
Is it unstable that I wear a medium men's and you wear a large women's? Is that unstable?
That is what it is, babe.
But is it? I don't care. I'm just asking. Is that unstable?
Why is it unstable?
I don't know. What if I wore a small and you wore an extra large?
We would still be in love, wouldn't we, baby?
We would.
Are you trying to say something? Yeah, you better stop talking right now. That's what you better do. Yeah, you're going down the wrong path.
I fold your underwear all the time.
Yeah, when you're not wearing them on your head. That's the worst. Is when he does. I'll tell you this.
I categorically deny any of the allegations that are about to be put upon me right now.
I'm just going to say.
I deny all these allegations.
You do so much to help me around the house. You load and unload the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You do loads of laundry. But my stomach just kind of a little bit when you send me the selfie of you at home folding the laundry for me with my panties on your head.
I don't put my panties on your... No.
Yeah.
You'd have to produce a picture. I don't believe you.
All right, I will.
No. I don't think one can be produced.
So please stop doing that. Please stop doing that.
Why would somebody in their right mind put panties on their head? Who does that?
Or who dresses up like a buxom rabbit and goes to a convention with 250 other people?
Lots of people. We just read the research.
Well, you're wearing panties on your head.
I don't wear panties on my head. Never done that before.
All right.
But you can say whatever.
Why are you saying that?
Because I've never...
You'd rather your wife be painted as a liar?
This is such a ridiculous conversation, babe. Never done that.
Hey, couples do silly things sometimes.
Yeah, like I sang you a nice song on your emoji and then you shared it with everybody.
Because it was sweet. And he sings it to me all the time. You want to sing a little bit of it for me now? He'll sing, if he gets my voicemail sometimes, he'll sing this. I'm in love with my bug. I'm in love with my beetle bug. I think about her every night and day. I spread my wings and she flies away. That's it. There's more. And he goes on and on.
Yeah, I go on and on.
Isn't that sweet?
It's based on, what song is that?
I believe I can fly. R. Kelly. We shouldn't.
Is that R. Kelly?
Be singing R. Kelly.
Why?
He's pervy. Now he's pervy.
Is he really? I don't know who R. Kelly is.
No, you need to research that.
Why? Why is he pervy?
Because he messes with girls and stuff.
What do you mean? Like,
babe, I don't want to talk about it right now.
Well,
R. Kelly has a history of preferring younger females.
Oh.
And there is a bunch of allegations right now that he has brainwashed a bunch of them into some type of R. Kelly cult. These are all allegations.
And he's the guy that...
all allegations. I am just telling you, there are parents who say their daughters have been brainwashed by R. Kelly at a very young age. And the reason they stay of their own free will is because he keeps giving them stuff.
And like he's the
expensive shoes.
And he's the cat that sings I Believe I Can Fly?
Yes.
Really?
It's unfortunate because I love his music, right?
On the...
and it's the remix to Ignition. It's hot and fresh out the kitchen. I love that song.
Go, babe.
Well, it's just, he has all that, that stuff.
I don't know who R. Kelly is.
You sing his music.
That's because it was on the Space Jam soundtrack.
Oh my gosh, Space Jam. Okay.
What's wrong with Space Jam?
Nothing.
Little fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle.
That was on
let
Space
your
Jam
spirit.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't the Seal version though. I don't think.
It's probably the original. But I can't remember who sings the original right now.
I can't either. Yeah. Space Jam was
an eagle to the sea. Who sang that?
Fly like
oh gosh.
an eagle. Well,
okay,
we've got technology right here in front of us.
Now, let's go on to the next subject.
The next subject? Well, this one's all about you, babe. You tell us about this. This is big. This is a big deal.
What?
I was very proud of my wife.
The next subject is me.
Yes. My wife, one Kelly Raspberry Evans, was asked to be a commentator on a cable show on the Reels Network called The Price of Fame.
Yes. I keep calling it the Reels Network. I think they go by the Reels Channel.
The Reels Channel.
The Reels Channel. Reels Network. Yeah. It's really great. A lot of cable, my parents don't have it on their cable system, so that's kind of unfortunate. I thought I just hit the stop button, but I didn't. It's called The Price of Fame, and this channel does things like Murder Made Me Famous, celebrity autopsies and stuff like that. They have really interesting shows. But The Price of Fame, I was really proud of it. Did you like the way it turned out?
It's a great show. It's really good.
It's talking about celebrities. Like the first one was Johnny Depp. Mm-hmm. Next week is going to be Shania Twain. Mm-hmm. They're also doing episodes on Patrick Swayze, Prince, Carrie Fisher, Robin Williams. And it's all about, the struggles they went through in their lives, and that's the price of fame, I guess, for each of them. But what they asked me to do was just I never met any of these people, unfortunately, because I would have really liked to have met some of them, but like not all of them are dead. Johnny Depp's still alive. But they just asked me to comment on certain parts of their lives. Mm-hmm. So I was in this last week's episode, and I'm going to be in this next one with
Kelly's going to be
in.
She's going to be in all of them. And there's, like you said,
I think 6 or 7 episodes.
Prince, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Who else?
Carrie Fisher.
Who else?
Shania Twain. Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. That's the one I couldn't remember. And Johnny Depp. Yeah. So
check it out. If you have the Reels channel, if you're not sure where to find it on your cable, you can go to reelschannel.com, and right there at the very top, it'll tell you what channel it is on your provider.
That's a nice little thing to add to your resume there, babe.
Yeah, and it's every Sunday night at 8 Central.
Yeah. I snapped
and then it repeats, I think, a few times during the week.
Oh, we went to the
premiere party.
The premiere party over at, there's a place called AMS Studios here in Dallas, and that's where they shot a lot of this. And all the actors you see at the in the documentary, documentary,
I guess you'd call it that. Docudrama. I don't know what you call it.
But they are really great actors. And one thing they were telling us at the premiere party is the casting director. She not only wants people who can look exactly like a young Johnny Depp or an older Johnny Depp, but have the same mannerisms, can act. I mean, they were really good actors too. And some of them were there at the premiere party. Mm-hmm. So young Johnny Depp was sitting right behind us.
Young Shania Twain
was there, and
Johnny Depp.
And Johnny Depp was there.
Not real Johnny Depp, the guy playing Johnny Depp.
Yeah, the guy playing. So that was really cool to see them.
And the girl playing. Oh, who was the one that he just was married to and had the big falling out?
Oh, Amber Heard.
The girl playing Amber Heard was there, and she looked a lot like her.
I tell you what, she had it going on.
Yeah, she did, honey.
Yeah, she had it going on.
So it was fun. So I'm excited to be a part. It's just fun to try something new.
Yeah.
And so that was really fun.
Yeah.
And thank you for being there. And for being proud of me.
Kelly's mugs on cable TV. I snapped a picture of Kelly at the premiere party.
I make the worst
the whole time.
faces.
It's like the whole time she's smiling, she's into it, and she's commentating. And then the one picture I get to snap.
By the time he gets his phone out, it's like, oh, there she is again.
She was doing that face you make all the time. Yeah.
I don't know what is wrong with me. I make this face like, my nose goes down, my lip pokes out, and he caught that picture. It's like, I make the worst faces. I should just have my whole face shot up with Botox so it doesn't move.
Whoa.
I mean, like the whole thing.
You had some stuff done.
I have had some stuff done.
It's not Botox though, right?
It's Dysport. It's the same thing, but it's wearing off. See my forehead starting to wrinkle?
Dysport.
Dysport.
I've never heard of that either.
Well, it's just like Botox, but it's different. With Botox, you have to get multiple injections. With Dysport, you get one injection and it kind of spreads out, so you don't have to get as many. So you get fewer injections with Dysport. And it paralyzes the muscles.
I have never heard of
that.
But
it's wearing off, so I can wrinkle my forehead. And now you can see when I'm angry at you again.
Why would you be angry at me?
I don't know.
You're not angry at me. Boy,
not right now.
What do you mean not right now? Why would you be angry?
I don't know. We get mad. Couples in love can get angry at each other and have arguments and disagreements.
We hadn't been angry at each other in a while. We got angry at each other on the way down to reunion though, because you were giving me driving directions, but we got past that.
Okay. Sounds like one of us got past it.
Our driving, that's the one thing about us that a lot of couples deal with this too, right? And it's not always the woman giving the guy advice on the driving. Sometimes it's the guy giving the woman advice on the driving. But the whole driving thing. Kelly thinks I'm always lost. And I'm not always lost.
In my defense.
I'm not always lost.
In my defense.
Yes, babe.
You're lost a lot.
You want to finish that thought?
In my defense, I was waiting for you to finish my sentence. You're lost a lot. We live 5 minutes from church.
She's never going to let me. She's never going to let me forget this.
Driving to church one day after he'd driven there 50 times, he got lost.
I hadn't had my coffee yet,
and so I will sit there sometimes, and I will bite my lip, and I won't say anything. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's going to turn. I know he's going to turn. He's in 3 lanes too far to the left, and he needs to be in the right lane, and the turn is 100 feet ahead of us. But I know he's going to turn. So I wait to the very last second. I'm like, you're supposed to turn, because I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then I get, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? It's like, because you get upset if I tell you. And you're like, when I tell you to turn, you're like, I know. If I tell you to turn and you know. So I can't really win.
No.
Okay, that's not at all how it goes.
No, that's not how it goes.
How does it go?
I don't know. Kelly I finally got her to use Google Maps. Google on the iPhone, because she used to use Waze.
Waze works
sometimes. Hey, I'm sorry if any of y'all.
Doesn't always work.
Here, I'm gonna go out and say it. I'm sorry if some of y'all use Waze out there. Waze sucks.
Doesn't always suck.
It sucks. It's got me lost so many times. And then Kelly will use Waze, and I know we're going the wrong way, and then I'll take a left turn when she thinks I should make a right turn, but then I'm the one that's wrong when I know Waze is wrong.
Not always is it wrong. And I used Google Maps that night. And it was telling you to turn left, and you were like, and I was just showing him what it said.
Are we fighting?
No, we're not fighting.
We're making you brought it up. No, you make people really uncomfortable.
I'm just telling you what we've. Okay, I'm not going to say a word.
You're making everybody uncomfortable.
You just drive.
You're making everybody uncomfortable.
Eventually, we'll figure out. You know what? We're here now. We're not lost now. So if we're ever lost again, I know we'll always end up back home eventually. So it'll be fine. I'll just bite my lip and I won't say a word, because I love you. I appreciate you and I respect you.
I love you desperately. How many people that are listening to the podcast right now, if you say there's 1,000, or let's not be that. Let's not be that optimistic. Let's not be that optimistic.
Let's say out of a million podcasts.
Let's say there's 100. There's 100 people listening to the podcast.
Well, I would hope there's more than that.
How many of those 100 have had been in a car before with their significant other, and the significant other who's getting the driving directions just said, "I'm pulling over, you drive"? How many times has that happened, do you think?
You haven't done that to me.
Have I not?
No.
Oh, wow. Well, that's coming.
No, but you told me you told me to straighten up.
Damn, Skippy, I did.
You straighten up. Straighten up that attitude. That's what you told me.
But you
never told me to drive. You've never done that.
I haven't. Yeah, it's okay, babe.
I've never gotten out of a car. You know, you see some girl, it's so silly.
Oh, wow.
Where you see people fight sometimes, and you'll be behind them in traffic or something, and you see a girl get out and slam the door and start walking. I've never done that, because you're like, how am I going to get home? I don't do that. That's ridiculous.
I was in, just you saying people getting out of the car and getting in a fight. I was in California one time for business. I was in Santa Monica, actually. And there were these 2 women who they pulled, I don't know why, we were walking down the road or something back from dinner, and 2 ladies pulled over on the side of the road. They got out and they started fighting.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, like fist fighting.
Oh.
But it was 2 ladies.
Oh.
And then one of them grabbed the other one's stuff in the car and threw it out on the street.
Wow.
Yeah, they were in like a bug, like a VW bug.
Yeah.
And after the fight, she threw her ass out there on the street, jumped in the bug, and just took off.
And left the girl standing
left
there?
that other one there with all her ass right there on the street.
At least just let her keep her stuff.
Yeah. But that happens too. We haven't gotten to that point though.
Well.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what not sure what our point was with all of that, but
that we still love each other after we fight. That's how it started. That we can still have disagreements and we can still love each other.
Yeah. I think you got to know when to just say, you know what, this isn't worth it.
Right.
This isn't worth fighting
and
about.
Somebody has to be the first to apologize.
Yeah, and no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
I know you don't, baby.
Thank you, baby. I don't.
I know. I'm not upset with you for that.
Okay.
You're a beautiful apologizer.
Thank you, baby.
You know what you don't have to apologize for?
Well, tell me.
It's that hot bod of yours.
No, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. No. Hold. Yeah, I know, but hold on. So on the radio today, on the nationally syndicated Kid Craddock Morning Show, broadcast around the globe, if you wanted to look at it that way, through the internet.
Yeah.
So millions of listeners.
American Forces Radio listens to it all around the world.
Armed Forces Radio.
I think they call it American Forces.
American Forces Radio. It. So somehow now Kelly has this bit, and you guys listen. I know a lot of, probably all of you listen to Kelly on the radio. You listen to her carefully. She'll say, well, since the wedding, my husband and I have gained all this weight.
It's true.
Like, why are you looping me into that?
Because we have both gained weight, but we're going to do something about it, and we're going to get back in shape, and we're in the process of doing that now, which is why I tried to cook that healthy stir fry last night, which is a disaster. But we've also started working out more together.
I've been working
separately.
Okay, I'm not but I've been going to the gym a lot.
You have, and I have been joining you. But sometimes our schedules don't always allow us to stop everything and go to the gym. A lot of times you want to work out at home, but you're not really disciplined just to do it by yourself. You need something there to guide you when you're at home, right?
I just don't know why I'm getting lumped into this I've gained a lot of weight bit.
Well, but you're getting in shape. But we both have gained weight from the wedding. Come on. But we're going to get off and we're going to get healthy.
But I've gained muscle weight.
Yes. And that.
Come on, babe.
And that. And you've gained that. But you know why you're gaining the muscle weight is because you are working out. And one of the tools that you've been using a lot has been Beachbody On Demand.
Yeah, it's really
because
cool.
A lot of times you don't.
This is really cool.
I mean, you could have a gym membership and it's great. And Alan's been good about using it. But sometimes he's like, I just don't have time to squeeze it in, to get in the car, drive out there, work out. So why don't I just do my Beachbody On Demand workouts? And these are the names you might not realize they're all under the Beachbody family, but the P90X, Insanity, the 21-Day Fix, the 3-week yoga retreat that our friend Lisa Gibbons has been doing. You might have seen her on TV doing it. All under the Beachbody On Demand umbrella.
I've done the yoga.
Yeah. Alan, he was having some serious back issues.
Not anymore.
Because yoga is such a beautiful thing. And you can download Beachbody on your computer if you have a tablet, smartphone. So if you're traveling, you can do it on your phone in your hotel room. There's no excuses.
Oh, yeah. And check this out, babe. Well, at the gym I work out at, all you got to do is take your smartphone anywhere you go, log on to Beachbody. I saw somebody at the gym using this program.
At the gym.
Because
you can use all the
it's like having your own personal trainer. Right.
And not only that, they have nutritional content too. And of course, it's not just the exercise. It's also about the nutrition you're putting into your body. Beachbody On Demand has that too. Over 600 different workouts. You need to check it out. Right now, our listeners can get a free trial membership when you text the word sandwich to 303030. This gets you full access to the entire platform. Over 600 workouts, all this nutritional information for free.
Free.
Just text the word sandwich to 303030.
It's a really cool... we're
going to get in shape with Beachbody On Demand.
It's a great program.
That's what we're doing.
It really is. Have you done it? Yeah. When's the last time you did it?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. You did
yes.
it. You did it pretty recently, didn't you?
Yes.
Did you enjoy
Monday. If I work out 3 times a week, I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
Yeah.
I just got to get the nutrition part under control.
Yeah.
Hey, but we had the holidays and now we've got Lent.
But a lot of it, babe, I know a lot of, the whole weight thing. It's more like, how do you feel?
That's right. It's just about...
How do you feel in your clothes?
It's not the number on the scale. It's not the one number on the scales.
It's not, because I've been giving you a hard time, but I've gained over 15 pounds since we got married. Kelly showed me a picture last year, this time. There's a newscaster here in town. Her name's Meredith Land with NBC News. She came to our house and did a little interview with us, I guess, a little special about Valentine's Day.
About our engagement.
And Kelly showed me a picture of me with Meredith. I'm like, oh, wow, I was quite a bit thinner then. But I feel better now than I ever have because I've been exercising so much, and I swear I've put on muscle weight. I don't think
you have.
Yeah,
you have.
I don't think it's all.
It's not all.
I'm not sitting here in the mini man room knocking down like Budweiser.
Babe,
you know,
you've really taken this. Like you've brought this up 5 times
I know.
today.
I feel very self-conscious now.
I will never mention it again.
I feel very self-conscious.
I promise you, I will never mention it again. You're doing great. You're working out. I'm going to work on eating healthier and helping you eat healthier, and we're going to conquer it.
So on this podcast, you've brought up me gaining weight. You've said that I wear panties on my head. And you've said that I sing silly songs.
But I love all of that, except for the panties on the head
that
part.
say Beetlebug and emojis. I do that. What else do I do?
I don't know. What else do you do? You want to out yourself?
I want to go to a furry convention.
You want to go back? Oh, my gosh. I don't know about that. That was just luck stumbling into that.
No, I don't want to go to a
Hey, but we all have wonderful life experiences. It's been a fun week. It started off with the blood drive, celebrating our engagement anniversary, witnessing a furry convention, launching the YouTube channel we just launched for the podcast, a lot of all the videos from our Facebook live recording, some extra videos like that fall that you recreated of me in New York City.
Hey, wait a second. Yeah, don't undersell this YouTube channel, babe. What's on that YouTube channel? There's going to be all kinds of cool stuff.
We're going to also start, we're going to do a lot more fun stuff on the YouTube
channel
too.
Yeah, I think we're going to do maybe some cooking lessons.
I don't know if anybody wants to learn from me after my experience, but you know what? A lot of people do love is my mama's homemade macaroni and cheese. I might do that on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
My mama's Mexican corn casserole.
People have been, the good people have been requesting my famous baked chicken.
Yeah, so we might do some cooking on
Might
there.
do that.
Might do some fun stuff. We'll see. We have a lot of stuff planned for the YouTube channel, so check that out. It's A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We're on social media too. Twitter, we just started doing that more.
Twitter,
Instagram.
A Sandwich and Some Lovin' has Twitter now.
It's under Sandwich Lovin'.
Well, you can't create a username
Yeah,
that
I know.
long. Oh, okay.
I know, that's why. So it's Sandwich
Yeah,
Lovin'.
it's Sandwich Lovin'.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Sandwich Lovin'.
Sandwich Lovin'.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said. What else do we have, babe?
I don't know. Instagram,
Facebook.
Got it all.
We got it all. So follow the journey. Join us.
And what do we got coming up this week? What do we got the rest? We got the kids this weekend, and we've got President's Day coming up. So we got to figure out how we're going to entertain the kids because everybody's out of school Monday.
Now, why is that? Why do we have a holiday for President's Day?
Because we honor our presidents. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we should honor our presidents.
Seriously, I think it's because we used to have, didn't there used to be Washington Day and Lincoln Day?
Yeah, I
when
think
we
they
were
just
kids,
merged them
and
together.
Then they just merged them together.
Yeah, because I always thought President's Day, when I was growing up, we were just celebrating Lincoln and Washington, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but now it's all presidents. We should honor all presidents.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing on Monday with the children.
Yeah, we got to find something to do.
Maybe we should take them to the presidential library. That'll probably be packed on Monday.
That is I've been there. The George Bush Library?
Yeah.
It is really cool.
But I bet on Monday it's going to be wall to wall.
I bet it'll be a lot of people there.
Yeah,
but it
we'll
is really neat.
Maybe we'll just take them to a movie instead.
There's a great little cafe down there too to eat, and it's not very expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, we might try. Let's brave the crowds and try it.
Yeah, we'll see.
No? All right. Well, babe, this has been fun. We covered quite a bit of territory here, from furries to fighting while you're driving to wearing panties on your head.
Oh my gosh, babe. Let it go.
I've never done that before. Never
I don't know why you're saying that. Why you're making me out to be a liar, but that's fine. I'll let you have it because it's Valentine's Day.
All right. All right. Well, anything else you want to talk about, babe?
No, I think we're done. I just appreciate everybody listening and hanging in with us, and thanks for listening to the podcast. We appreciate it. We couldn't do it if you weren't listening, so thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.